It's raining tacos. Oh, it's Tuesday. And you know what else it is? It's the first Tuesday of 2019. Who's ready? I literally, every time I can't even help myself. It literally makes me giggle every time. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of the taco song. If you're all like, oh, it's Tuesday again, we have to listen to the taco song. Don't tune into Tuesdays. Because, I won't lie, it makes me laugh way too hard to ever give it up. That'd be like if somebody said, oh, Dori, do you have to listen to Rub Some Bacon on It? I'd be like, yeah, I do. All the time I do. That's another song that makes me giggle. I'm going to tell you guys, if you're having a bad day and if you're crabby, throw on, the taco song, the bacon, rub some bacon on it song, and life gets funny a lot faster. And that is the key to success. I'm going to tell you what. In any facet of your life, be it career, be it lifestyle, be it diet, being able to enjoy yourself, laugh, love the moment, and savor that. I think that's really the key to being successful. Hello, Miss Joette, Miss Amy. It's so nice to see you on Instagram. Who do we have? We've got Louise and Anna Sue. It's so nice to see you on Facebook. So today, we're going to do back to basics, Keto 101. So if you guys have questions, feel free to type them in. We're just going to start with the basics, the Dori version of the basics, and we're going to do it as easy as we can. Because for me, I stressed a lot. I thought it was going to be really hard. It didn't end up being near as hard as I thought it would be. So let's start there. Let's start at the very basics. What is a keto diet? What is a ketogenic way of eating? The easiest way to explain it is to say, let me move you guys just a little bit closer here so your comments aren't like right in the middle of my face when we edit it later. Okay, so the very easiest way to break it down is we eat high fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate. If someone says to you, you can have no carbs, you can try to do close to zero carbs, but everything has carbs in them. Everything from onions to broccoli to tomatoes have carbs. So we don't eliminate carbs. We eliminate certain kinds of carbohydrates, and those are the ones that are inflammatory. So sometimes it's easier to run down the list of the things we don't eat instead of the things we do eat, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, as you get more and more into healthy eating and a ketogenic way of eating, you're gonna see there's not a lot of things we don't eat. There's a lot more things we do eat. We've got a lot of freedom with our food if we be a little bit creative. So the first things we don't eat is we don't eat any pastas, any grains, any wheats, any rices, starches, and really high carby veggies. So those, as a general rule, here's the easy rule of thumb. Below the ground, bad. Above the ground, good. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. Radishes grow underground, but they're low in carbs, so we can have radish. It's actually a really great potato substitute. So you're gonna come across exceptions to every rule along the way. But all you need to know to start is that you want to eat the most fat, you want to keep your protein moderate, and you want to eat low carbs. For me, I started by just Googling low carb foods. That was how I started keto. When I wanted vegetables, I Googled to see what are low carb vegetables. What can I have? What can't I have? When I was looking for food solutions, if I wanted pizza and it was pizza night at my house, I would Google keto pizza and see what came up. And guess what? Lots came up. Fathead dough crust, cauliflower crust, chicken crust, you name it, you can do it. I've seen a sausage crust pizza. So all I did was Google. Google was my best friend in the beginning. And from there, we can start to build a basis. For me, I found the easiest thing to do was look at my regular daily schedule and what we were eating as a household. So if, for example, it was spaghetti and meatball night at my house, I can have the meatballs, I can have the sauce, I can't have the pasta. So what am I going to make instead of pasta? My favorites are spaghetti squash. I love cauliflower. I love zucchini. I love spiraled cucumber. Any one of those is a great option. So spaghetti night became really easy. It was just making a different vegetable for me. And it doesn't have to be super hard, because not all of you get to make a whole home change. I didn't. Not everyone at my house eats keto, and I'm coming up on April will be 2 years for me. So you know what, I've heard people say, you know what, your family needs to learn to keep that stuff away from you. But the reality is, unless you're the husband in the house, let's be truthful, that doesn't happen. Like, if you're trying to put your husband on a diet, you're going to make sure nobody's in his road and nobody's, bringing anything in the house that shouldn't be. But if you're the only person eating this way in your house, guess what? Here's the reality. I still have to prepare their food. I don't guarantee the taste of the quality anymore because I don't taste it when I cook it. I'm like, you get what you get. You get what you get. If you want mashed potatoes, you get what you get, because I'm not tasting them anymore. But I still have to cook it. I don't get to live in a bubble where I say there's nothing not keto in my house, or I don't prepare those foods, or how dare you eat that in front of me, because I still have to prepare for my family. We eat less carbs overall, everyone in my house, than they used to. But I can't force how I eat on other people. I can't. If they want to eat my options, they eat my options. I give them both. I make, the carb side, and I make 2 vegetables. More often than not, they choose the vegetables, and there's, leftover if there's rice or pasta. But I think that setting that boundary for yourself and realizing that your choices are your choices aside from what anybody else eats, I really feel like that's a huge key to being successful. I see a lot of people come into a new way of eating, and they're strong in their conviction in the beginning, but then all of a sudden 3 days in, everyone at their house is eating potato chips and junk food and chocolate bars, and they're like, I can't do this. I can't do it. No one at my house is supporting me, Dori. Nobody has my back. They're just eating junk right in front of me, like right in front of my face. And they're gonna. Sometimes they're gonna do it because they don't understand the choice you're making, and sometimes people will do it to be spiteful. I can't lie. Like, when I first had my surgery and I couldn't eat any food, people were not nice about it. Like, I went back to work, and the people I worked with were an interesting lot. But they would be like, oh, this is so good. Too bad you can't eat anything because you had surgery. Oh, boo for you. This is really yummy, though. Did you want a really close look? I'm like, do you want a really close look at the bottom end of my boot? I'll give you like a really close look. You can look right up close. No filter or nothing. You look right at my boot, I'll tell you what. Oh, and people sometimes, you know what? We don't always have the most supportive people around us, right? Our work colleagues sometimes are really awesome. Oh, how long is this diet going to last this time? Oh, are you going to stick to this one for 3 days again? So I think that another part of being successful is putting our filter on as well, right? And keeping in mind that people, won't always decide to support you. They won't always understand what you're doing. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's not their life. It's not their choice. Not your life, not your choice. You think how I eat is unhealthy. Again, not your life, not your choice. I feel healthier now than I did even in high school. I'm coming into my 40s stronger than I was in my 20s. So if you feel like my diet isn't healthy for me, well, that sounds like a personal problem to me. Like, hashtag personal problem. Because you know what? People will try to sway you, right? And that's not new, especially if you have people like that in your life. We all have people like that in our lives. But the choice to make a decision for you and to be healthy for you, that is what will sustain you. Thinking, you know what, I need to lose 20 pounds so I can fit into my favorite jeans might be enough motivation, and it might not at the end of the day. You know what, a goal of losing 20 pounds is a great goal. It's a fun goal. If that's your goal, let's work towards it. But at the end of the day, we need to dig deeper than a pant size, a number on the scale to stay motivated for a lifetime, right? If you want to do a 30-day challenge, 60-day challenge, 90-day challenge to lose X amount of weight, there is nothing wrong with that. Zero, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think at the end of 3 months, you'll decide this is how you want to eat forever. It happened to me. And if it doesn't, again, there's no shame in that. Isaac did keto for 90 days. He lost 60 pounds and he decided that he would go kind of more low carb-ish, and that's okay too. So, you know what? We have to choose. We have to decide. But if we're going to decide to change our lives on January 1st, we need to decide to make choices for ourselves that are still going to be with us on January 31st, on February 29th. Is it a leap year? I don't know. 28th. That's Isaac's birthday. But my point is, we need to make the choices that we're going to sustain. I don't want to see you guys commit to a New Year's resolution and midway through next week be beating yourself up because you promised yourself that this year you were going to do 10 things and you haven't done any of them. We only have to do one thing a day. Every day we need to make one healthy choice, and we need to decide we're living for ourselves. Beyond that, everything else will fall into place. And maybe it's my keto brain. I stress less. I'm like, nah, it's all right. Like, oh, the house is on fire. We'll gather our things. It'll be all right. I just don't stress the way that I used to. So once you adopt this way of eating and you change the ingredients you're bringing into your body, you're going to find that your stress level lowers. Not because you're under any less stress, but because we just deal better. Like I deal better than I used to. Oh, Nanette says, how rude. And you're not wrong. Like, man, it was a go when I worked at that place. That's where I worked when I decided to have my surgery, and they were very negative about that to begin with. So, I mean, it went right from there. Nobody at work approved of my decision, so they really went out of their way to, be negative about it. So when I came back really pleased with myself and feeling healthy and happy and excited about the new life ahead of me, well, that wasn't the reaction they were expecting, right? And people do love for you to react the way that they expect, don't they? Like, people really love it, especially people who know how to push your buttons. Because, you know what, for years maybe, they've been pushing your buttons. They know exactly what to say, exactly what to do to get a reaction out of you. And then guess what? All of a sudden, one day, they're pushing all of the buttons and you're not giving them the reaction. Like, hello, I'm pulling all of your strings right now. Do you see me? Like, I'm pushing your buttons. Why aren't you reacting the way I expect you to? And it's uncomfortable for a lot of people. So, you know what? This next year is going to bring a lot of transitions and changes, not just what we eat. It's going to be the basis to kick off a lot of changes, but there's a lot of things ahead of us that don't have anything to do with what we eat. You know what? They have to do with our daily struggles and the other things that we're going through that are part of weight loss. Struggling with our new body, our new shape, wrapping your brain around what the new you looks like, how the new you sees the world, because we're not who we used to be. So I'm excited. We're going to have a lot of fun this year, exploring a lot of different self-care, health and wellness, all different kinds of avenues this year. It's going to be a fun year. Linda says, me too. I'm the only one doing keto and I hope my son will do it too. And that's it. We lead by example, right? We lead by example. I was doing keto already for over a year when Isaac decided he wanted to try it. And he wanted to try it just based on the fact that he saw that I was happy. I was enjoying my food. I was losing weight, yes, but that wasn't my focus. I was feeling better. I was healthier. I'm more vibrant. These are the things that he saw that he wanted for himself. So that's how we bring people to keto, is by showing them how good we feel, how happy we are, how much we love our food. And you know what? I say spam your friends and family. I don't care. Like, I put all my keto stuff all over my personal profile. Facebook gives them an unfollow option for a reason. And you know what? I've been shocked by how many people in my life have come to me and said, hey, Dori, I'm curious about this keto thing. Can you tell me more? And they wouldn't have if I hadn't put that out in my personal space. If I had created, just my public page and I posted only to the new people I met and I didn't involve my friends and my family and the people that I knew, then they wouldn't have come to me. And in this year, I've had a girl I went to college with 7 years ago reach out to me, people I went to junior high school with, my own family, my cousins that I haven't heard from in years. So put it out there. And you know what? If people don't want to see what you're putting out there, they won't look. That's my theory. If you don't like it, ain't nobody paying you to look. Like, don't like it, don't look. Whatever, I don't care. Joette says, my 14-year-old son will remove most of the meat from his sandwiches at school, trying to not eat too many carbs. In the long run, he's still a kid and he'll grab some chips at the store. Yes. But you know what? It's still a win, right? It's still a win. If he's eating the potato chips, but not the bread, it's still a win. If you are eating less carbs than you used to eat, that's still a win. If you think about your daily meals and say, for breakfast, I would usually have a breakfast sandwich on the go because I'm in a rush. And let's be honest, I never ate one. Let's be honest about that for 2 seconds. 3 breakfast sandwiches and 2 hash browns. That was my old breakfast. And then for lunch, you would have, a sandwich and a salad or a sandwich and a soup. And then for dinner, you would go home and you would have, a potato and a vegetable, maybe carrots or peas or something like that. And then your meat and your dessert. And of course, your bedtime cereal snack for bedtime. Like, hello, you can't go to bed without the big old bowl of cereal. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a law against going to bed without a big bowl of cereal. So if you think about that, how many carbs I used to eat in a day. If I wake up tomorrow and I say, I'm going to have one breakfast sandwich with double meat, and I'm only going to have 1 hash brown, I'm going to skip the sandwich at lunch, and I'm not going to have the potato with supper. Did I win? Did I win? I'm winning. Like, I don't care what you say all day long, I'm winning. Yes, maybe I still had 1 muffin and I still had 1 hash brown, but is that my only carbs for the day? Those are my only carbs for the day. So you don't have to do everything all at once. I didn't. I eased in slowly. I slowly cut my carbs. I slowly cut my sugar. And guess what? It helped my frame of mind immensely, because I wasn't expecting perfection from myself. I wasn't expecting tomorrow's the day I wake up and I be perfect. Tomorrow's the day I wake up and I make 1 healthy choice. And guess what? Once I started making 1 healthy choice, you don't even want to just make 1 a day. You want to make 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And the next thing you know, making healthy choices isn't even a choice anymore. It's just a reflex. It's not even something that you sit down and put any thought into. You just do that. You know, you make dinner and you make it with cauliflower instead of pasta because it's no longer a thought that enters your mind. It's just reflex. And it doesn't take long for things to become reflex. Okay, so let's see. Miss Sue says, my hubby is diabetic, brittle. He's more low carb, and I'm going to be strong and clean keto. Yes, Sue, you are starting that 90-day challenge, aren't you? I think you messaged me about that you're starting the challenge. A lot of people are starting their 90-day challenges today too. So if you guys need support and encouragement with that, come to me, come to group, post on my page, post on Instagram. We are here to support each other and help each other. Whether I'm doing that specific challenge or not, which I don't generally do dated challenges, like timed challenges, but I'm still here to support you and to help you. So, and Sue, if you want to post about your challenge in group, I would love for you to do that. You can lead that in group and you can post about it, and then everyone can comment, and whoever wants to join in can do that. I would love to encourage you guys to do that. And that goes across the board. If you want to do, a 30-day dairy-free challenge, or you want to do a clean eating challenge, or you want to do a carnivore challenge. A lot of people are doing carnivore challenge because January is carnivore month. Any of those, you guys are more than welcome to post about it in group. If you need help, if you need ideas, if you need for me to help you figure out how to go about starting a post like that, message me and I will help you, because I would love for you guys to use group to share your story as well. Group is not just a plaster form for all of my content. Like, I want you guys to know that. Like, it's really not. I post all my stuff there for you guys so you can find it, because not everybody follows me on my public page or on my personal page or on my Instagram. So if I do something, it likely ends up in group unless I forget to share, because again, it's so much, guys. Like, it's so much to remember. Oh, did I post that there? Did I share that there? I don't remember. I'm having an aneurysm. So a lot of my content is in group, but that's not just what group is for. Group is for you to share your knowledge, share your stories. If you see videos or read articles that you think, oh dear God, everybody needs to see that, post it in group. Post it on my public page. Post it on my personal page. I don't care. Like I said, if my personal friends and family don't want to look at it, they will unfollow. They will unfollow me. Post it on my page. I don't care. Okay, let's see. Miss Linda says, my son is 35 and he definitely needs it for his health, but only he can do it. Yes, you can't make him, right? You can't make him. But the best thing you can do for him is show him how happy you are, how much you're enjoying this way of eating. And you know what? Leave a book laying around. It never hurts to leave a coffee table book laying around that somebody might thumb through when they're at your house, right? No pressure. No pressure. There's a book in the bathroom if you want to read it, or don't, whatever. I love you too, Robin. You guys are the light of my life. I can't lie. We have so much fun together. Linda, I replied to myself. Hashtag smooth like Dori. I love it. I've done that before. Responded to myself and I was like, oh, well, that's so smooth. I laugh at my own jokes. Whatever, that makes them funnier. Don't judge me. Nanette says, I'm patting myself on the back right now. I'm drinking black coffee, no sweetener. Whoop, whoop. No heavy cream, no syrups. What? That is huge, girl. I love you. That is huge. I was a huge creamer in my coffee person, but now I've not lost what I thought. Hang on, we got to click see more. What I thought I should. So I'm going to change something. And that's the key. You know what? If you're in a mini stall, or if you're not seeing the progress that you want to, switch it up. Try dairy free for a month. Try nut free for a month. Try carnivore for a month. Try intermittent fasting for a month. You know what? Try a couple longer term fasts in between there. There are a lot of things that we can do to shake it up, to keep your body moving, to keep you interested and excited and growing in a new way of eating. There's so many things you can do. Egg fasts, beef fasts, fat fasts, water fasts, like you name it, the sky is the limit. And if you need some of those options, then again, post on my page, post in group. You can comment on my YouTube channel videos. I do my best to respond to all the comments I get everywhere. With notifications, I don't always get them right away, but I try to find them. I'm like Detective Dori, trying to find all the comments everywhere. Hang on, my pants are falling down. So I do my best to come across them all and find them. Some of them sneak up on me and I'm like, hey, when was that comment from? I still love you. So know that I do my best and I try to find all the comments where they are. But some things get posted where I'm not a member. So, there might be a video floating around in a group I'm not a member of. I may never find that to comment on it. It's not viewable content to me. So if you comment directly on my personal profile, my public page, my YouTube channel, and my Instagram, those ones I'm guaranteed to see. If you come across my posts in other groups, I might not be a member of that group and I might not be able to see that content. A good example is the first crazy group that I was a member of. And we won't name any names because, again, I don't even want to advertise for them. They're not a good group. I call them Keto Skynet because really they are. It's a group run by nobody. There's no admin, fake profiles or the admin of it. It funnels to a not keto book and to a YouTube channel that also puts out not keto recipes. But here's the thing. It auto accepts members and it's really high in the search list because it's huge. So it continues to grow and grow and grow. This group was the source of my panic last year because at that time, when I first joined the group, it was about 13,000 members. By Christmas time, it was 30,000 members, and I was starting to really panic because around about then is when I realized there was no admin. There was nobody watching it. It was 30,000 newbies, because it's a newbie group, killing each other in the comments. Like, none of them have any knowledge. None of them know. Stuff is going around in that group like, oh, you're better off to drink regular Coke than Diet Coke. Like crazy stuff. And people just being mean and nasty to each other in the comments. And then a thought occurred to me. And this is what scared me. And I thought this. How long do you do a diet without being successful? 2 months? 3 months? And then you hit the ground running saying, oh, that was the stupidest diet ever. I did it. I did all the things right. And it totally didn't work for me. It's not even healthy. It's not even good for you. And then I thought, crap. With 30,000 people in this group, how many people a month is this group pumping out saying keto sucks? Like, literally, how many thousands of people a month are leaving this group and now trash talking the way I love to eat? I started to panic. I did an awful lot of live content. I think I did like 12 videos over, Christmas to New Year's. By January 2, they were like, who is this crazy blue hair lady telling people all this stuff? And they kicked me out. They kicked me out, they blocked me, and they kept all of my content. And I was like, oh, dang it. So here I was in my group. My group was new. It was November. I had literally spent like 3 days driving myself to the bone to get all of the information out that everybody needed for January 1. I did 12 hours of lives on New Year's Eve last year. I started at noon and I did lives right up until 10 to midnight. And I literally blasted as much content as I could because I wanted everybody to know everything they needed to know. I wake up January 2. I'm blocked. I'm locked out. They have all of my videos that I've made. All of them. I have nothing. Like, I have no content anywhere else to share with my people. I go to my group. It's now January 3. And everyone already hates their own face. Like, we're 2 days in and everybody's like, oh my God, I hate this so bad. I can't do it. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. And I started to cry. I was like, oh dear God, what do I do? I was actually hoarse. I had no voice left to even speak to anybody, to give them any motivation. And that was the day that I decided that we were going to eat cake instead. That we were going to eat cake instead and we were going to dance instead. So I posted this. You know what? Like, you know what? Hands up. If you guys want to stress out, you can do that. Like, you can do that all day long. You can freak out. You can stress out. I'm going to have cake. I'm going to have cake and I'm going to dance. And if you want to do that, then come and do that with me, because that's what we're going to do. And truthfully, that really was the basis of what our group became. We don't stress out and freak out in my group. We have fun. We dance. We have good food. And we don't stress. Like, when I look in other groups, I see a lot of like really high stress posts. A lot of, I've been doing this for 2 weeks and I haven't lost anything. And I don't see that in my group, because we're not based on that. Like, we didn't grow from that. Originally, there was the panic to put the knowledge out. But at the end of the day, I was like, screw it. Screw it all. Like, I don't even want to stress out. I don't want to count the numbers. I don't want to freak out. I want to have a good time. I want to have cake. I want to dance. I want to enjoy myself. And I want to laugh and learn together along the way. And I love it. Like, I love the vibe of our group. Like, it's like climbing into a warm bath at the end of a really long day. And I'm like, yes, my people. Because I don't only get to associate in my own group. I'm out there on the internet all over the place. And I see ugliness. And I see people being hard on each other and mean to each other and hard on themselves and just literally running around with a big stick and hitting everybody they can. And it's stressful and it's hard. And at the end of the day, I need our group to just unwind and be like, yes, I love you guys. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. Linda says, I believe 2 days ago, a coworker was just hoping. Yeah. And you know what? That's the problem. Like, we go into it with all of the intentions of being great and doing all these things and having a new way of eating. And then it hits you in the face. You don't know what to eat. You don't know what to do. You're not prepared. And you're like, screw it. It's too hard. I mean, it's already too hard. I'm on like day 1, day 2, day 3. I already hate myself. I may as well not. And I encourage you to push past that. Push past that, because on the other side, it's so fun. Like, oh my God, dude. On the other side of that, it's so fun. Jim says, before I started low carb, I was consuming like 800 grams of carbs a day. I really want to go full keto soon. And you know what? Hands up. Like, I don't even know what I was eating in carbs. Sugars? Who knows? Like, I ate multiple servings of bread, rice, pasta, you name it. I ate mostly that. I lived on pastas and rice and plain popcorn, because those are diet foods. Like, I think one time I'll have to sit down and calculate what I used to eat and how many carbs that should be. We should all do that for a funsies project. Like, just take an old standard. What would have I eaten back in the day? Like, for example, pierogi night. I would have eaten 12 pierogies, 4 pieces of sausage, sour cream, and let's add it up. Let's see what we would have eaten in comparison to what we eat now. Just for funsies. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it'd be fun. When I do math, I like to do the geeky math. Like, I like to add up regular retail prices of everything when they're on sale, so that I can pat myself on the back about how much money I saved. I actually, what I saved 200 and I spent 150, I actually made money. That's my kind of math. Just saying. Nanette says, my cousin's kids have been on statins. Oh my God, since they were little. At Christmas dinner, I tried telling them they shouldn't be on statins. No one should. Their mom is a nurse and she's... Oh my goodness. I'm clicking more so we can read more of this. Is a nurse, so she should have the mindset that their high cholesterol is due to genetics and an inherited condition. They won't even listen that they can correct it themselves without medication. Okay, so I'm horrified, Nanette. Like, I'm horrified by that. Even adult women and men should not be on statins. Children. Okay, so I'm horrified. We're not going to rant on that because, oh my God, we could go on like a whole Dori rant about what we feed kids and what medication we think is okay for kids. Oh dear God. We're going to scroll because oh God, I can't. Oh, Nanette says the kids want to do keto and their parents think it's bad. Oh dear God. Okay, we're going to scroll because, oh God, that makes it a million times worse. Oh dear God. Oh, ooh, I've lost very much of my hair and I need help. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, that is likely not keto related. And I know that's not what you want to hear because you want me to tell you that that's something with keto and we can fix it. Hair loss is not keto related. Sometimes when you really shock your system, you will have a little bit of temporary hair loss that will stop. If it's not that, then it's not keto. We've talked to Dr. Ken Berry about it a lot. He suggests to me it's because we're aging and that's why. And I'm like, dude, that is not what I wanted to hear. Like, give me an answer I'd rather hear, but that's the answer. You might have a hormonal imbalance. There might be something chemically going on with you. I would definitely recommend that you get all of your labs done and maybe a 23andMe, because that'll let you know if you've got something else going on. It could be anything from stress to lack of sleep to hormonal imbalance. It could also be a symptom of some issues that you're having. It's sometimes linked with things like PCOS and other autoimmune issues. So hair loss can be tied into a lot of things. But if you're experiencing a lot of hair loss that is not stopping, then you want to look into it. Jess says hair loss is delayed stress response in many weight loss protocols, and if it lasts a long time, you need to troubleshoot with your doctor. Yes. When I had my weight loss surgery, I lost a lot of hair. It shocked my body and my system, and I lost a lot of hair, but it grew back. So if you're seeing hair loss that's not coming back, consult your doctor. That's not a keto issue. I'd love to say, eat more salt and you will quit losing your hair. Some people believe it might be low protein, but honestly, I'm going to say go to your doctor. There's too many things it could be. It's just too many. There's too many things it could be. And I don't want to lead you down a road of try this, try that for 6 months. If you're losing hair, you're stressed out about it, talk to your doctor now, because that matters. Hello, hair matters. This matters a lot to me. Jessica said for her it lasted a few months and it was really frustrating, but she's good now. And that is the average feedback I get. Sometimes it's a shock to the system. Your body's stressed out. You lose a little hair. Within a couple of months, it evens out and you see new hair growth. So hang in there. Talk to your doctor. Okay. Robin says, Nanette says biotin and collagen will help with hair loss as well. And again, it can't hurt. It really can't hurt to add those extra things if you're not getting them in your regular diet. Robin says, I have a cousin only 57 being taken off life support for congestive heart failure. Oh, that is way too young, girl. That is way too young. Linda says she had some hair loss in month 4 and she was able to handle that with extra protein. So again, that is one of the options that it could be, but there's so many things, just so many things that it could be. I really hate to lead you in a direction. I'm not a doctor. Don't let the awesome hair fool you. I don't even play a doctor on TV. Like, I don't know what's up with that. I think there should be a blue hair doctor on TV. Just saying. Just saying. Pete says, I love keto, easier than I thought. Didn't even have one cookie at Christmas. Whoa! Love all the conversation and comments. Oh yes, I love the cross chat and the comments. Don't ever feel like you guys can't do that. Like, I know I've seen some people who are on live and they're like, please don't do that. It's very confusing when I'm reading all of the comments. I love it. I love it when you guys chat with each other, because then that's when I know I'm not just talking to myself. Like, I love you guys and I can see the hearts, but sometimes I still feel like I'm just totally having a conversation with myself. And when you guys are chatting with each other, I know that you're actually having a good time and talking with each other. Oh, Robin wants a cute little cup. I collect cute little cups. I have a few different ones. I just love cute little teacups. And also, here's the thing. I started using my teacups when I discovered that when I sip out of my coffee, it does this. It's so awesome. Like, you don't see any of my face when I sip my coffee. Like, none of it. My entire face disappears. So I decided slightly more dainty, slightly more classy. And also, I'll tell you guys a secret. This always leaves, like, see, just a little bit of coffee in there. So every time I drink out of this, I have to do the classy. Right? So sexy. So if you guys wonder why I pour from the coffee to the coffee, and you're like, why do I always see Dori pouring coffee from her coffee to her coffee? That's why. So classy. And sometimes I like hold up my pinky because I'm like super extra classy. This is totally not how you're supposed to hold a teacup, by the way. This is not how classy people hold a teacup. I'm just saying, like, I think it's actually supposed to be more like something like this. But also I'm clumsy and I drop things, and I've spilt coffee in my lap more than 5 times. Live. Yes. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do that live? Oh, goodness. Oh, Robin, we need to know what this group is. Are you not in my group, Robin? How are you not in my group? Okay. Colorful Keto Lifestyle. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So just go to Facebook, and if you put in your search, we're just going to open it and I'm going to search it so I can show you guys how to just find it from scratch on Facebook. So go into your search bar at the top and type colorful with a U, because I'm Canadian, Keto Lifestyle. And as soon as you type that, the first thing that's going to come up when you search, let me hit search. My old phone is like so dying. Okay, so when you hit search on that, if it will ever do that, come on, we're so smooth. Okay, so the first thing it pulls up, oh, and then it backed out of there again. I don't even know why Facebook does this to me. I'm so nice to Facebook. Like, why Facebook doesn't want to be nice to me back, I don't know. So good to you, Facebook. Okay, so when you search it on Facebook, look what it pulls up. Let me turn it so you guys can see. It pulls up all of my groups. So it pulls up my first main group, which is Colorful Keto Lifestyle, but see how it's got all of these group buttons here? And you can see, turn you guys so you can see there a little bit better on Facebook. It's got all of these group buttons. So the first one that pops up, because it goes alphabetically, is Bariatric Fam, which is a subgroup of Colorful Keto Lifestyle, and that is specifically for my bariatrics people, like me. We eat less food, we have a few different restrictions, it's a little different for us. Then we have the Mindset Matters subgroup. So if you're struggling with mindset issues, that's where you want to post that stuff. The What is Keto subgroup, so that's just for our newbies. So if you've got new friends, family who are looking for information, feel free to send them an invite to the What is Keto subgroup. Then we have the Recipe Box subgroup, and that's just so that we have somewhere to put all of our food. We still find it in the main group, But the recipe subgroup, if you're looking to search for something specific, you want to go there. And then we have our main group, which is Colorful Keto Lifestyle. We're 2,700 members now. So we're coming up on 3,000 coming into the new year. This is what the main page, let me turn it there so you can see what the main page of group looks like. And from main group, you can find all of the subgroups as well. Now, if you guys are trying to figure out how do I find that, how do I know to send people your way if I want to, you can go to my public page, which is Colorful Keto with Dori. And when you're looking at my main page, it shows you under here groups. So if you click on groups, it will list all of the groups that are associated with my page. And they're all right in there as well. And you just click on the little dot and it'll take you to that group. So we are going to do a video where I show you guys how to navigate on the different social medias, how to leave comments on YouTube, how to share YouTube videos, how to share stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, and kind of navigate a little bit better. We're going to do it as a filmed video so I can do a watch party with you guys, and that way I can explain it while we're watching it together, because it's complicated and it always changes. Like, it's so bad. Cheyenne says, Dori, I had gastric bypass. I was 420. I'm at 195, but I can't get past this. I think keto would help me get to my goal of 140, but I don't know anything about it. Hang on, we're clicking read more. I don't know anything about it and how to get on it. Is there a good book to help me learn to start this? Yes. Yes, there are a couple really, really good books. I have a copy of The Keto Cure by Jimmy Moore. This one is a great one. If you're looking for the beginner stuff, I would recommend, what's the title of that one? Hang on, let me think, because I don't want to say it wrong. Keto Clarity. Keto Clarity is one of the best basic information books that you can grab. But I'm also going to tell you that any of the awesome cookbooks are going to have all the information you need in them too. So I'll show you. For example, I have 4 Maria Emmerich cookbooks. It's so convenient that I have them right here. But I have 4 Maria Emmerich cookbooks. 1 that I purchased from her and 3 that she sent me so that we can review them and check out the recipes. But check this out. At the very beginning of the book, it breaks down everything you need to know about keto. So what are nutrients? What are macronutrients? What are fast foods? What are we really eating? It explains what a ketogenic diet is, why we eat ketogenic. It breaks down your top tips for eating in restaurants. It's got all kinds of information in the beginning that is going to get you started. It breaks down proteins. It's got grocery lists. It's got all of the information that you need to start in the beginning of the cookbook. Like, there's literally this much of the beginning of the cookbook is just information about how to get started a ketogenic diet. And every single one of her cookbooks has this in the beginning as well. So I have a few favorites. I love Carrie Brown. I love Maria Emmerich. I love Jimmy Moore's books. I would highly recommend, if you're not just beginning, because for beginners keto, I think he's above beginners keto, but I really, really like Jason Fung for fasting. So once you get past step 1 keto and you want to start doing fasting, there's so many amazing resources out there that are available. The Grain Brain is a really good book to start reading as well, and it breaks down, you know, what carbohydrates do in our body, how they break down, and how we process them. So there's so much. I didn't buy a lot of books. I did most of my research online because I didn't have a budget to spend a lot of money learning about keto. So I had to wade through the garbage dump by myself. Oh, goodness. Sue, I can't believe you're not in my group, girl. We hang out all the time. I don't know how you're not in my group. I don't even know how that happened. Jim says 2 cans of Pringles a day next to a box of Mike and Ike's. Yes, that was just the snacks. Yes, baby. I loved me the Pringles, but I also liked Pringles in dip too. But you know what I did? I bought the low fat dip because that's healthy, right? Right? Assholes. Oh, Jody, I love your math too. Yeah, that's the only math I do. I like to know how much money I saved. I want to know how much better I'm eating. These are the kinds of math questions I have. I'm not a scientific girl. I won't lie to you guys. I am by feel and by fury and I just dive. I'm that person. That's me. Like Sue says, I'm so scared my doctor will try to put me on a statin. He has angioplasty done, mostly pretty good, but one artery is a 40% blockage, and I'm praying keto will work and he will listen. And you know what? Stand up, girl. Stand up, because yes, we all bow down to our doctors, but he can't make you take a statin. He can't make you. He can recommend you take it, and you can tell him, no, thank you, I'm not going to take a statin. He can get upset with you, but he can't make you take it. He can't make you take it. He can give you the prescription. He can't make you fill it, and he can't make you take it. So at the end of the day, he is your doctor, and you are paying him. He works for you. And if you don't feel that you want to take a statin, don't take it. Don't take it. I watched Nancy stand up to her husband's doctor and say, no, he is not taking a statin. It's not happening. So I love you. Best of luck. Cross your fingers and your toes. I am behind you all the way. If you don't want to take it, you don't take it. There is so much risk to taking a statin that way outweighs any benefits as far as I'm concerned. Like, no judgment if you're taking them, if you need them, if you believe in them. I think that we don't need them. I just think we don't. Robin wants to know, do I use cream? Yes, I use heavy cream in my coffee, and usually either coconut oil or butter, whichever. I have butter on hand right now and no coconut oil. I prefer the taste of coconut oil, but I'm out of it. The holidays have been hard around my house. There's been not much shopping. I have not left my house much in this last week, like a couple of times. That's it. I've been pretty housebound with everybody home and everybody around and Diana in town. It hasn't made sense. I think I did 2 grocery shoppings. The one I did with you guys Christmas Eve day, and then I went out and grabbed a couple things the other day. But I've been pretty much just, I won't lie, I've been hanging out in my jammies and not brushing my hair. Don't judge me. And that's the only reason why you guys haven't seen me up on live more, because I was like, I don't feel like brushing my hair or getting dressed today. Because you know what? Oh God, do we all have those days? Is it just me? And I'm like, I don't feel like it. I just don't want to today. I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like humaning today. those days when you're like, I just don't feel like peopling or humaning or, any of it today. So it's been a long haul over Christmas. I'm glad to see the end of it. I'm so excited to start this new year with you guys. And as always, if you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'm always shocked to see the comments I didn't see on live. And I'm like, well, that was happening when I was there. I should have seen that one. But I don't know. There's a delay. And I don't always see them all. Tammy says, I love the Complete Guide to Fasting by Dr. Jason Fung and Jimmy Moore. I've heard amazing, amazing, amazing things about it. So I cannot recommend that enough. If you are looking for snippets of information, go to Jimmy Moore's Whiteboard Project. All you have to do is Google Jimmy Moore Whiteboard, and it will take you right to the webpage, and it lists all of them. They're 1-minute videos, and they explain everything in quick fashion. Like, there's one that says, is keto just like Atkins? How much fat is too much fat? You know, what do I need? What do I avoid? They're absolutely great for sharing purposes too. Like, oh my God, they're fabulous for sharing. If people have questions for you, you can just fire them off whiteboard videos, because it's quick, it's visual, and it's 1 minute of information. You're not going to have anybody come back to you and say, oh my God, I'm not watching that hour-long video of Dori talking about nothing all day. Oh, I love you guys. Oh, Lisa says, I'm still in my jammies and it's 3 p.m. in Georgia. Good on you, girl. I really debated not getting dressed today. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really, I put some serious thought into not getting dressed, but I have to go to the bank. So I was like, well, I should probably get dressed to go to the bank. I probably shouldn't go to the bank in my house coat, right? Right? Maybe I could. I feel like I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. And then I would get there and I'd be standing in line and I'd be like, okay, dude, so I'm in my house coat. This is really uncomfortable. Because I really do I think I would do that. Like, I think I would actually go there, arrive, and be like, oh, this is really uncomfortable now. And then I would have to leave and go home and get changed, go back, and I'd waste like 20 minutes. It's not even worth it. Carol says, I'm only dressed because my dad locked his keys in his pickup. And I had to go out. Louise is in jammies, chore day. Woo! Good on you, girl. I have got such a mountain of laundry. Like, the laundry mountain is obscene. Like, obscene. Faith says, Faith Dawn Hart Sharon says, I could just be like the people of Walmart, right? Right? Nobody wants to be on one of those videos, let's be honest, for 2 seconds. So, let's get our dancing song back. My one leg is asleep because look at the comfortable position I've been sitting in. Oh God, pins and needles, pins and needles. Straighten your leg, Dori, straighten your leg. Oh God. Oh no, this is like worse than when I was doing exercise challenges. Oh my God. I have like an actual legitimate cramp in my knee. Ah! Dying. Just in case that wasn't dramatic enough. Oh my God! I'm dying. Taco song! Oh my goodness. And look at, like, I'm all disheveled. All my stuff is like, oh, what? Oh goodness. Okay, and now we're at the 4 times speed. Now we get to dance at like, oh, it's like numb. We'll see you later, guys. Have the best Tuesday and have the best 2019. What?